Hello everybody and welcome to episode 35 of my Witcher 3 Let's Play series. We are about to go and investigate the sewers beneath Dijkstra's bathhouse where his treasure has been stolen from by Dandelion Ciri on behalf of Whoreson Junior, who basically set that as his price for helping Ciri repair a phylactery.
Shouldn't go any further without.
That's the knowledge we gained from our interaction with Whoreson Junior before we killed him. So we've come back now to see Dijkstra to see what he can tell us, because so far he failed to mention anything about his theft, his burglary, his break-in.
Fine grading.
And he hasn't mentioned anything, obviously, about Dandelion and Ciri being involved. So,
fine grading.
Basically, played a little bit dumb, pretended not to know too much, and now I'm investigating the break-in for Dijkstra,
fine grading.
knowing full well who did it, who was behind it, but I'm hoping to find some more clues or some more information as to where our bard friend and our adopted daughter have gone. So here I am in the sewers, surrounded by pops mold, which, unless I keep drinking a special potion, will render me very dead in a short space of time, like everyone else who breathes it in. Apparently the only people who don't die from breathing in the spores of pops mold are the trolls, like Bart, who we met in the last episode, who basically he just falls asleep if he breathes in any of this stuff.
Another trinket.
So they dropped some loot, some small items. So mushrooms,
Dijkstra
body. Okay. So that was Dijkstra's goon that accompanied Dijkstra into here, who belched and vomited up his pops mold antidote, and then ended up obviously dying as a result.
Yet another shiny bauble.
Another bauble. Another bit of jewellery. Oh, drowners. Apparently fire can't go through a gate. Never mind. My silver sword still does what I need it to do. So obviously when Dijkstra said something came out of the water and tried to attack them, he meant drowners.
Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel.
Wyvern oil and caramel. Strange ingredients for a bomb. Especially the caramel part. Wouldn't have put caramel as being particularly explosive.
Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
A boat. Where did Dandelion get a boat? And where would he sail to? Interesting.
Dijkstra didn't
another body.
mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating. There. Maybe now the drowners will go feed elsewhere.
So, burn the bodies to obviously prevent drowners from being tempted to come back to this location. That makes a lot of sense. Not that I have to worry too much about people wanting to come here because, you know, poisonous spores. Oh. What's that? Another
Gold.
shiny thing on the floor.
Probably fell out of one of Dijkstra's crates. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
I think I've been in it everywhere in here. Have I investigated everything? Oh, no.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Bomb was in the pipes then. Bomb was in the
Pipes
drain
great.
pipes.
Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Okay. But from what the clues tell me, if the bomb was in the pipes, it wasn't put in the pipes from the sewer, because all the mortar and everything was in place. Everything about the pipes was damaged in the explosion, not before. Which means the only way to get the bomb into the pipes would have been if it was put in there from inside the bathhouse. So someone had to have put it in there from here. Which means the people who planted the bomb had to have been guests or visitors to the bathhouse. So surely Fatty there would have seen them.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
I've learned a great deal. Yes, I have. Now, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to tell you, and then I expect you to tell me some things. I mean, first of all, we found one of the thieves' corpses. Thieves put the treasure onto a boat. And, of course, I found pieces of the bomb. So, let's go through these conversation choices in some kind of order. Which one do I start with? Eeny, meeny, miny,
Found
mo.
a second corpse. One of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonts.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates, left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah. A cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be hard to track down a boat.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Not joking. That's what it sort of smells like, apparently.
Guess I could be wrong. Smell was weak, barely detectable.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Big
Drain
boom.
pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Appen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Okay. So let's go and investigate the pools.
Nothing interesting.
What about the second one? Something in there.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
Oil. Okay.
Silver lid.
Wyvern oil?
Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Okay.
Let's see what's on the bottom.
So Happen is not a suspect then?
Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Why?
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel, you saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls,
An
not your brain.
impersonator of a dead man.
Geralt, start looking into this.
I'm guessing that's where Dudu comes into the equation then.
Gotta ask me nicely.
They would need a
I'm not one of your
Doppler
delivery
to
boys.
impersonate a dead
Pardon my
person.
tone. I've grown
Flawlessly.
accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Okay. So I've got to go rummage around the dead man's house now to find clues. I don't need to do this. I know the answers. I know it was Dandelion Ciri, and I now know what Dudu's involvement was in it all. But I've still got to play along. And I'm rubbish at running out of this place.
Elven blood, eh?
Well, Henkel's house isn't too far from the market square. Okay, no blacksmith, so I can't sell all the tons of redundant weapons I'm currently carrying.
Nothing doing. Something reeks around here.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Okay, I had to put a little bit of an edit in there because that's exactly the point where I started having some issues with the game. And I had to do my
Footprints.
reinstall of the game. Most noticeably, the error I ran into occurred much later in this footage. So I had to go back and replay this whole section. Because basically one of the characters that I encounter in a short while didn't look anything like the character they were supposed to be. So something was messed up in my game files, so I had to uninstall the game and reinstall everything. And then I had some serious issues trying to get saves to load. Does anyone else have that problem in Witcher 3? Where if you make a save, close the game, reopen it and try to load the save, it doesn't. You just get stuck on the loading screen forever and ever and ever. The only way to load the save is to completely shut down your system and then restart it after 5-10 minutes or so. Then go back into game and then load the save. And then it seems to work.
A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it.
A letter from Dandelion. Interesting.
Your birth year. Could be Dandelion's. Or Ciri's.
Okay, we also have a hidden door. A secret door. So we need to open it somehow. There must be a switch somewhere. Oh, red thing.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
Another bomb canister. Okay. So this is definitely where they made it. Let's throw a little bit of light on the subject, shall we? It's a bit dark in here. Let's go and light all the torches. Okay. So we found a letter from Dandelion and a wine bowl. And a secret door that we somehow need to get through. Oh, hang on. Bottles.
$12.45 to $12.54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
So that's how you unlock the door then. The wine bottle is the key. Okay. Thought that was candles, but it's not, it's a stool.
Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist.
Plenty to loot.
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstein.
Kalkstein, the alchemist from The Witcher
Sugar.
1, who, as we've
Lumps of a
learned, was
substance
burnt
dipped
at
in
the stake.
oil.
Here in Novigrad.
Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here.
By the temple guard. Too many books. Picking up far too many books.
Ciri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
So Menge has the treasure and
Liver
Dandelion.
and oil.
So the temple guard, or the Church of the Fire, they have the treasure and Dandelion. Dudu's in hiding, and Ciri apparently has
Didn't
fled.
expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Yes,
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first.
although
We
it was
agreed.
then nicked from
If I
them.
learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was alright.
Everything's fine.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine. You look after yourself, and I'll look after my interests.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
'Cause I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
What I've learned doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yet you agreed to help me.
I am. Doesn't mean I have to confess everything.
I'll let your insolence fly this time, but only because His Honor the Margrave might indeed have something to do with the theft. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunter's quarters. Maybe pay him a visit, ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Okay.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
Except we're not together anymore.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do then. Apparently, myself and Triss are going to go and infiltrate Menge's fortress. Temple, I don't know what you call it. And hopefully rescue Dandelion, if he's there. So, picture's becoming clearer all the time. More and more people are involved in this story. More and more hurdles preventing me from finding out where Ciri is. Or what is going on with her. Why ain't she back anyway? So, I'll explore this further in the next episode. So for now, thank you all for watching. Please leave your likes, comments below. And I will see you all again very soon